Let's start with the ones that are least accessible and slowly work our way towards the most accessible ones on the list. Number 16. Lowering room temperature. Anxiety is a mental emotional state, which can certainly worsen with heat, so we simply can't risk it. Obviously, as of right now, you are here watching because you're curious what simple changes can actually calm your anxiety in everyday life. But by the end of this video, you'll not only know quick tips to reduce anxiety, but also understand why they work and how to apply them right away. After all, knowing how to manage anxiety in the moment can make the difference between feeling overwhelmed and feeling back in control. Let's begin. Imagine you're at home, sitting in front of your laptop checking emails. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door. The postman hands you another bill, one more to add to the already growing stack on the table. Payday still feels so far away. Your mind races. What if I can't cover rent this month? What if something unexpected comes up? What if I fail my family? Before you know it, your chest feels tight. Your breathing turns shallow. It's like the walls are closing in. The heat inside your house makes everything worse. Sweat drips down your face. Your heart pounds uncontrollably, and your thoughts spiral faster and faster. First off, you will need to open windows, run fans, or use air conditioning to maintain a comfortable environment. Historically, doctors prescribed cooler spaces for what they called nervous conditions. Today, science confirms the same. Heat raises stress hormones like cortisol, while cooler air helps the body and mind reset. A large-scale study in Nature Climate Change found that higher temperatures are linked to greater anxiety and mood disorders. Meanwhile, sleep science reminds us that cooler rooms, around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, promote deeper restorative rest. Number 15. Playing the floor is lava. Yeah, it really is. Playing the floor is lava could actually help break cycles of rumination. I personally recommend this because it's fun, offers safe social interaction, and therapists even adapt it in cognitive behavioral play therapy to teach flexibility and coping skills. In essence, it provides safe chaos, a controlled dose of unpredictability that channels anxiety into momentum. Its playful and low-stakes nature transforms a room into an engaging challenge that redirects anxious energy into movement, focus, and problem-solving. Jumping, balancing, and planning routes across safe zones builds body awareness and strengthens coordination. And just like I mentioned earlier, it helps break cycles of rumination. You can invite friends to join because this is a group game for 2 to 6 players, making it both social and therapeutic. Number 14. Dimming lights or changing their color. Surprisingly, this is the only technique on this list that is truly passive. You don't have to do anything actively. Just adjust the light and sit back, letting your environment help calm your mind. Think of it as giving yourself the option to step away from the fight and let your surroundings do part of the work. There are about 5 to 6 colors commonly cited as helpful for anxiety relief: blue, green, yellow, soft orange, lavender, and soft neutrals. Warm tones like yellow and soft orange foster a sense of comfort and security, while cooler tones such as blue and green support balance and restoration. Lavender acts as a mild sedative, helping to reduce stress and improve sleep. And soft neutrals are often used to personalize lighting and provide flexibility, allowing you to create a space that feels calming and tailored to your needs. Of course, not every color works for everyone. Some people may prefer brighter settings or warmer hues. So the most effective approach is to match lighting to your personal comfort and the context of your room. Number 13. Holding a weighted object. You may not know this, but this is one of the few coping tools that can't be faked. Unlike dimming lights or playing the floor is lava, which require imagination, setup, or playfulness. Let me explain how this coping typically goes. You're enjoying your day shopping at Walmart. You've picked up everything you need and you're heading to the checkout, but suddenly, you realize you forgot your wallet and cards. Anxiety attacks fast. Mental tricks like counting backward or just calming down don't seem to stick. But here is where the weight comes in. You shift focus by grabbing a heavy grocery item, say a 10-kilogram bag of rice or a full pack of bottled water. The moment it's in your hands, your brain can't ignore the deep, grounding pressure in your muscles and joints. The body is forced to register the load, pulling you out of panic and back into the present. Even history shows this connection. Winston Churchill, for example, turned to heavy manual labor like bricklaying to manage his black dog of depression. His habit illustrates the enduring link between carrying weight and mental stability. Number 12. The soothing science of noise. Historically, steady sounds like chants, rainfall, or ocean waves have been used to calm the nervous system, showing their long-standing role in stress relief. Now, imagine you're traveling and anxiety suddenly hits. Your heart races, your chest tightens, your mind won't stop spinning. Thanks to this video, you'll know what to do. Open Spotify, your car radio, or one of the many noise apps available today. White noise, and its variations like pink or brown noise, can reduce anxiety by creating a steady sound backdrop that masks disruptions, lowers external stimulation, and quiets racing thoughts. Keep in mind, though, these tools are optional and preference-based. They work for many, but not everyone. Studies show that while white noise improves focus and reduces stress for some, it can feel irritating or even increase stress for those who are sensitive to certain frequencies. And if played too loudly for too long, continuous noise may even pose a risk to your hearing. So if you try this technique, keep the volume safe, experiment with sound, colors, and most importantly, use what feels right for you. Number 11. Holding ice or facial cold exposure. Similar to carrying something heavy, this technique triggers an unavoidable physiological effect. Your body has no choice but to respond. It can't be fake. Let's assume you're on your way home from work, waiting for the bus after a long, stressful day. Suddenly, anxiety creeps in. Here's a simple hack you can do right there. The first thing you must do is head to a nearby cafe or convenience store. Buy a cold, bottled water or an iced drink and press it against your face, cheeks, or the back of your neck. That sudden chill works just like dunking your face in ice water at home. It activates your body's dive reflex, slowing your heart rate, calming your nervous system, and pulling you out of panic almost instantly. But if you're too shy to press it on your face, just grip the bottle tightly in your hands. The sharp, cold sensation grounds you in the present and pulls you away from spiraling thoughts. Clinically, this technique is used in dialectical behavior therapy, DBT. Research shows that even 30 to 60 seconds of cold exposure can reduce your heart rate by 10 to 20 beats per minute, making it a portable, practical tool you can use anywhere. Number 10. Hydration. Just buy a tumbler and drink 2 to 3 liters daily. Number 9. Aromatherapy. You're spending the night with your girlfriend and everything feels intimate and relaxed until suddenly, anxiety hits. You just farted. Your heart races, your cheeks burn, and your mind starts spiraling with embarrassment. First, don't panic. Lucky for you, you're prepared. Quickly chew some peppermint gum or reach for the small citrus or jasmine diffuser or scented candle you picked from the description below. Inhale slowly. That burst of aroma immediately engages your brain's emotional centers. Citrus or jasmine calms your nervous system, slows your heart rate, and lowers cortisol. A sharp scent like peppermint can act as a shock factor, jolting your attention to the present and snapping you out of the anxious loop. Within seconds, the nervousness begins to fade, and the moment feels intimate and relaxed again. If she asks why you farted, just go to sleep. Number 8. Eating crunchy or sour snacks. I won't tackle this topic too much, since I know most of you love eating sour snacks. Just a heads up. Some wellness and self-help sources suggest sour candy or other intensely sour tastes can act as a grounding tool by providing a sharp sensory distraction. Similarly, an article Why People Are So in Love with Crunchy Food explains that crunchy foods are satisfying because they engage multiple senses and may help relieve everyday tension. While there isn't an abundance of clinical trials specifically proving this, anecdotal reports and sensory theory-based evidence suggest it can be a quick and useful reset for anxiety. Number 7. Sitting on the floor and standing in one leg. Both are body-based grounding techniques. They use physical posture and body awareness rather than external objects. Balancing on one leg is an active grounding tool. It demands concentration, muscle engagement, and focus on stability. Floor time is a passive grounding tool. It relies on stillness, gravity, and contact with the ground. It's easier, gentler, and more universally accessible, but because it doesn't challenge the body or working memory as much, it may be less efficient at fully pulling attention away from racing thoughts. If you're from China, you may already know Zuochan, or sitting meditation, which later spread to Japan and became known as Zazen or Zen. In this practice, you sit upright on a cushion with legs crossed, hands resting in the lap and eyes half open, simply observing thoughts without attachment. China is also home to Tai Chi, an ancient martial art where slow, flowing movements often include balancing on one leg. These postures train focus, stability, and calm, grounding both body and mind in the present. If you're Indian, you may know this from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, known as the foundation of yoga. It's performed through mindful postures, asanas, controlled breathing, pranayama, and meditation, which together calm the nervous system, release muscle tension, and refocus the mind on the present. Popular examples include child's pose, tree pose, and corpse pose, all of which help restore balance, slow the breath, and quiet the mind. Number 6. Rearranging or tidying your environment. Did you know the least stressed country in the world is Monaco? It ranks low in stress due to factors like wealth and financial stability, low crime rates, strong healthcare, a small population, and high safety. It's also known for its clean, orderly environments, showing how curated surroundings and reduced clutter can mirror a calmer state of mind. A study by the University of Connecticut found that removing or controlling clutter directly reduces stress, helping individuals feel happier, less anxious, and more confident. Additionally, the American Cleaning Institute reported that nearly 9 in 10 Americans feel their best mentally and physically when they have a clean home. Beyond immediate relief, tidying your environment boosts productivity, fosters creativity, and cultivates a fresh atmosphere, all without requiring perfection. Number 5. Watching gentle motion. If you're traveling a lot, the first thing you should carry is a tiny battery desk fan and keep your phone charged, because simply observing the fan's movement or watching a short video of nature on your phone shifts your vision into a panoramic state, essentially a kind of visual meditation that relaxes the mind through sight alone. A 2019 Frontiers in Psychology study found that observing natural motion lowered cortisol and heart rate, showing that even 1 to 3 minutes can reset the nervous system. Natural rhythms, like clouds drifting, leaves swaying, water flowing, or fire flickering, are especially effective. But even simple household visuals, such as a candle flame, a bobblehead, or falling snow also work. Number 4. Counting objects. Counting objects through the 5-4-3-2-1 method is a grounding technique used by Madeleine Petsch to calm her panic attacks. Yes, the actress from Riverdale. Clinically, it is widely taught in treatments for anxiety, panic, and PTSD, serving as a reliable sensory anchor that brings the mind back to the present moment. The sequence engages each sense in decreasing order of accessibility. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This structure makes the exercise practical and effective, as sight and touch are easiest to access while smell and taste are more limited. Number 3. Math. Math can be a grounding tool that helps reduce anxiety by redirecting mental energy to structured, logical tasks, which reduces rumination. You might think that people with math anxiety should skip this coping tool, but that's not necessarily the case. Research highlights Olympia LaPointe, a former NASA rocket scientist. She coined the term mathophobia to describe the fear and anxiety many people experience toward mathematics. Through education and empowerment, she has worked to demystify math, showing that addressing mathematical fears can actually reduce anxiety and build confidence. Number 2. Scribbling and backward spelling. Both of these techniques need only a pen and a paper, but they work in slightly different ways. The difference is that scribbling externalizes tension physically, while backward spelling challenges thought loops mentally. Together, they cover both body and mind. According to research, actress Emma Stone has used scribbling to calm her anxiety. She once shared a drawing of herself with a little green monster and large letters reading, "I am bigger than my anxiety." Although I found no records of a famous person using spelling words backward as a coping tool to share with you guys, I can confirm that spelling backward is listed in clinician worksheets and therapy resources as a grounding exercise. Handouts from sources like Therapist Aid and Psychology Today often suggest tasks such as spell your name backward or count backwards to engage working memory and interrupt panic spirals. Both works together on severe anxiety attacks. It is like a double lock on panic. One calms the body and the other calms the mind. Number 1. Smile and gratitude. Have you noticed how service workers or customer-facing staff often smile or express gratitude? Evidence shows that these gestures increase customer satisfaction and lower negative emotions. On a personal level, gratitude and smiling can even make you look and feel younger. Gratitude improves sleep and lowers cortisol, giving your body more time to heal. And a study by Tara Kraft and Sarah Pressman at the University of Kansas found that even forcing a smile, like holding a chopstick in your mouth during stressful tasks, help people recover faster from stress. Even famous figures use these habits. Oprah Winfrey kept a daily gratitude journal, writing down 5 things she was thankful for, saying it shifted her perspective toward joy. Richard Branson aims to wear a smile at all times, staying proactive and positive, no matter the challenge. These simple acts may feel small, but they can make a big difference for you and for others. When anxiety feels heavy, remember, peace begins with a smile and happiness begins with gratitude. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy.